Welcome to the StarShine Stars podcast, brought to you by StarShine Magazine. For over 20 years, StarShine has been shining a spotlight on music, TV, film, and the creative minds who inspire us. Here on the podcast, we dive deeper, bringing you exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes stories, and fresh conversations with rising stars and fan-favorite icons. Whether you're a diehard fan, an aspiring artist, or just love discovering what's next in entertainment, this is your all-access pass to the world of pop culture. So sit back, turn up the volume, and get ready to meet the stars of today and tomorrow.
Calling all creatives, music artists, and actors. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? At Sandy Low Media and Marketing, we help you shine with professional media kits, press releases, social media strategy, branding consultations, and custom content creation. And right now, we're offering an exclusive deal, 20% off all services when you mention code STARSHINE20. Whether you need a killer press release, a polished EPK, or a strategy to grow your audience, Sandy Low Media and Marketing has you covered. Email marketing@sandylow.com today and let's make your story unforgettable.
Hey Starshiners, this is your host Sandy Low, and you're on the StarShine Stars podcast. And today's episode is part 2 in our interview with the cast of the teen movie Almost Popular. So this episode we have the movie's main star, Ruby Rose Turner, who is also on the cover of this month's issue of StarShine Magazine. And we also have Reid Miller and Isabella Ferreira. First, I wanted to start off, if you could go around and just introduce yourselves to anyone who will be watching this.
Hi, guys. I am Ruby Rose Turner, and I play Susie Quinn in Almost Popular.
Hi, my name is Reid Miller, and I play Bobby Roberts in Almost Popular.
Can you guys hear me and see me okay? Oh, okay. Sorry. My Wi-Fi's been acting insane. But hi, I'm Isabella Ferreira, and I play Renee Lalita in the film.
All right. So I wanted to start with why don't you guys, in your own words, tell us what the film was about?
The film is about, Bobby and Susie really needing this validation from their peers and probably from themselves deep down. And they idolize these pop girls, and Renee Lalita is one of them, and kind of seems like the more approachable one out of the group. Kind of our muse, I guess, Reid, we could say. And yeah, it's just about like navigating kind of not being cool in high school and highlighting all kinds of different personalities and personality dynamics, and it's a lot of fun.
Were any of you popular in high school?
Well, I was homeschooled. We were all homeschooled, to be fair. Or online school, but, I mean, if that's the case, I was the most popular and the least popular, and the last clown, and valedictorian, because I was the only member of my school.
You have a great point there. So, yes, I was the most popular in my class of one.
I was kind of it. I kind of.
So tell me about each of your characters and where you drew inspiration from for them.
For Susie, I basically pushed myself to do everything that Ruby would be embarrassed doing, because Susie's a tripper, she's a loud sneezer, she's gonna pronounce some words wrong, she wears a crazy combination, and just jumping in full 10 toes into that really just gave me the personal confidence to go full out and be her to her fullest, weirdest extent. For sure. And also doing the table read. I remember the day that we did the table read, I heard everybody and how strong and perfect everybody was in their own characters. It just really lit a fire in me to want to be just as strong as I felt everybody else was in their role. So
I mean, on the completely other end of that, honestly, I think I am very similar to Renee in a lot of ways. So it wasn't necessarily difficult to try and pull from. And it was very fun to play, like somebody that I feel like I'm so similar to and can relate to. I think I was definitely her at one time in my younger years, like middle school, for example, where like I would try my best to be as empathetic towards every person as I possibly could be. Um, I think she might be a little bit more sassier than me.
Honestly, I just got a lot of my inspiration from the script itself. It was incredibly well written. Pamela, our writer, was fantastic. And it was so clear and descriptive with who these characters were that it didn't take too much work to build someone from the ground up. It was very clear as to who he was, as to who Susie was, Renee. Which was great. You know, you don't get that all the time where you read a script and you can immediately register who this guy is or who this girl is. But it just worked. And I also think working with Ruby and Isabella, um, seeing their characters kind of just naturally brought this other side of me out as well that kind of became Bobby. So I think it was just a combination of having a really great script that's very clear and concise and descriptive, and working with two wonderful actresses who just are on their game and know their stuff.
We could
I
make
will
a read.
Okay.
I will also say one thing. In the beginning, I know I mentioned like, oh, like what helped me be Susie was like doing all the awkward stuff that Ruby would find embarrassing. And that's not me saying that like, oh my gosh, I'm so cool and I don't act like Susie at all. My point is that I definitely try to like conceal that more versus Susie wears it on her sleeve. And that for me was really interesting and fun to play.
Very cool. Um, so you did mention Ruby about the different layers of clothing, and you wore a lot of layers in this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Were you like sweating the whole time?
Actually, you know what? No, I run cold. So in that sense, I was chilling. But it was definitely a lot. I mean, I'm not one to like really put the best matches and outfits together. So, I mean, a lot of it was just so much fun. I would just walk into my room every day and like put on Susie's uniform, and it was always some sort of different get up. You know, a lot of her style reminds me of Phoebe from Friends, which I've always really, obviously loved. And so that was so much fun. It's obviously different than from what like I would choose, but it was just the best to like get into that uniform. And I said this also earlier, but like if you are somebody that feels that you dress similar to Susie, like I just think you're the coolest.
Very cool. Do you guys all have a favorite scene that you filmed?
Oh, oh, the party scene. There's a scene in the film where I get punched in the face, and I'm very drunk. That whole scene where Ruby and I are stumbling through the party and I'm screaming and doing
That
beer
was fun.
pong was a lot of fun. It was crazy, but it was fun. It's also one of my favorite scenes because my wife cameos in the movie in that scene. You see her in the background with her little blonde bobbed hair and her little outfit, and she's just adorable. So I'm probably a little biased, but
Probably a little bit.
I mean, there's just so many good scenes in this film, huh? Um, I love the end of filming a lot because we all were at that point just so beyond comfortable with each other, and we just had
Mhm.
been through so much throughout the film that, it was just a ball to film. Like we had the big pink prom at the end, which was obviously so much fun because the entire cast was a part of it. They were all involved, but I think it might have been like our last scene together. Like it was so bittersweet. And also we had to be so quiet because it was an outside scene and it was like 2 a.m. or I don't even know how late it was. We had to be so quiet
Yeah.
but be so energetic in the actual scene itself. But
Yeah.
it was a very bittersweet moment.
Yeah,
It was
Bella, I was going to say the exact same thing. It's the scene in the car, right? Like where in the car,
Yep.
I won't spoil it.
really, see,
Runs
we're
out.
just so connected.
Yeah, but I loved that moment so much, and I feel like I
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
like subconsciously knew that that was a special moment. I should probably post this on like my Instagram or something, but I filmed, like I had my phone in that scene, like really low on the couch. I probably shouldn't have done this, but just between us. And I filmed the scene, and you can see, Bella, I'll send it to you, but it's just so special. And I watched it the other day. And yeah, it was so bittersweet, and we were so comfortable with each other at that point, and it's such a full circle moment. And it's like one of those moments at the end of like filming, whatever, and you just look around at all the crew and you're like, wow, like I didn't know any of you guys 3 months ago, and now I love you so much. You know what I mean? I just think it's one of my favorite parts about all of this. And yeah, that was just like, to make a short answer long, but that was just such a special moment for me, and I really loved that scene too, Bella. I love that we twin on that one.
Connection.
Yes. Yes. Twins.
Which, of course, in the film, Isabella, you twin with Vicky, and it does not go over well.
But yeah, she's a scary one, isn't she, Miss Vicky Bear? She's so spooky sometimes, but she's played wonderfully by Elodie. She's such a phenomenal actress because she
Yeah.
is nothing
Oh
like
yeah.
real
Yeah.
life. So it's just
Yeah.
absolutely insane. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah, I just spoke with her, and I'm like, it's like I saw two different people today,
Yeah.
from the movie to that.
She's great.
Yeah, definitely. So do you guys have a favorite teen film of all time, aside from Almost Popular, of course?
Ooh.
Does Twilight count?
Yeah, absolutely.
Twilight.
Why would you take Twilight from me? I love Twilight. I'm the Twilight fan. No, I'm kidding.
Twilight watch party?
Let's do it, Reed.
Okay, we
Can I
have to
zoom
fly.
in with you guys?
No, I was gonna say we have to fly Isabella in
Yeah, of course.
for our Twilight watch party.
I really love. I feel like this counts as like a teen movie, like the original Scream, like from the 90s,
Oh,
right? Like,
yeah.
isn't that kind of like
Absolutely.
sticky? Like, yeah, yeah, that one for sure.
It's a good
Yeah.
one. It's a good one.
Pretty in Pink, probably. I mean,
Nice.
Ringwald. It's just
Yeah.
it's a great movie, the classic. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Breakfast Club is probably mine, so I love the Brat Pack.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. I like to end every interview with like a message to the fans. So what would you like to say to everyone who's going to be watching this, and everyone who's going to be watching this film? What would you like to say to all of them?
I don't know. I hope that you can leave just loving yourself a little more, maybe giving yourself a bit of a less of a hard time, and just not putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect or your idea of perfect. And yeah, I hope you can laugh at yourself and not take things so seriously. I'm like, this is also advice that I'm giving to myself, like still to this day. So yeah, probably just that. I hope you laugh, sit down with your family, have a good time, enjoy yourself,
I think that was worded perfect. Yeah.
Took the words right out of our mouths.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and best of luck with the movie.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
so much,
you.
Sandy.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure you check out Almost Popular, available on Apple TV and Amazon Prime on September 23rd.